Hello, welcome to the today's lecture on sequential circuits. Okay, so in previous lecture we have concluded the combinational circuit. Okay, so there were so many combinational circuit we have studied: adder, subtractor, multiplexer, demultiplexer, encoder, decoder. So now from this class, okay, we will see the sequential circuit. Okay, so what is the sequential circuit? The sequential circuit is a circuit which contains the memory. As I told you when I was we were talking about the combinational circuit, that combinational circuit does not contain any memory element. This is the reason, that is why the combinational circuit depends only upon the present input. But since the sequential circuit has the memory, okay, this is the reason, that is why its output depends upon the present input as well as the previous inputs. Okay, so sequential circuit is nothing but the combination of combinational circuit plus memory element. Okay, so sequential circuit is equal to combinational circuit plus memory element. We will see in just few seconds. Okay, so what is memory element? You must wondering that what is this memory element. So flip flop is the memory element. We will see in the next lecture flip flop. Okay, we will start from the latches and then we will come to the flip flop. So latches are the basic memory elements, and this flip flop is the clocked latch. Okay, so we will see all these things. Okay, so it stores one bit of binary information. Binary information means 0 or 1. So this flip flop has the capability to store either 1 or 0. Okay, so it has the memory. So this is the reason, that is why the output of sequential circuit will be the function of present input, output and the internal states. Okay, so this is the sequential circuit. Now we will see the block diagram. Okay, so block diagram is nothing but it is a combination of, as I told you, sequential circuit is nothing but the combination of combinational circuit plus memory element. So combinational circuit is there. Okay, combinational circuit. Okay, this is the combinational circuit. Okay, and this is the memory element. This is the memory element. Memory element. Okay, so this is your memory element, and it has many outputs. Some of the output will go into the memory, and the output and stored in the memory, and in the next, after 1 clock or 2 clock, it will come to the combinational circuit, and these are the present inputs. Okay, these are the present inputs. These are the present inputs. Okay, and this is the output. Okay, there may be one or more output may be there. So these are the outputs. So these outputs will depend upon the present input as well as the previous input and the intermediate stage. Okay, these sequential circuits are mainly categorized into two parts: asynchronous sequential circuit and synchronous sequential circuit. Okay, so what is asynchronous sequential circuit and what is synchronous sequential circuit? We will see one by one. So first of all, we will see asynchronous sequential circuit. So what is asynchronous sequential circuit? Okay, both are the sequential circuits. Both have the memory elements. Both circuit outputs depends upon the previous as well as the present input. So what is the difference then? So difference is the clock. Okay, so its output changes anytime whenever this input will change. Okay, whenever this input will change, its outputs will be affected. But here it is a different case. In this synchronous circuit, okay, the output of the memory elements are affected only at the discrete instant of time. Okay, it is not necessary that input has changed, then its output has got affected. No, its output will change only when the clock will arrive. Okay, so when clock will arrive, then only the output of the sequential circuit will change. Okay, and synchronization is achieved by a timing circuit that is known as system clock, and this system clock generates the periodic waveform, that is clock pulses like this. Okay, and the output will change either at this, if our synchronous circuit is positive edge sequential circuit, then it will change at this positive edge, or after this it will change at this positive edge. In between, if there is change in the input, no, the output will not change here at this point. Okay, so let us suppose input is there. So this is the input waveform, and input has changed at this instant of time. No, its output will not change. Output will not change. Output will change at this point only. Okay, so if output is this one, so its output will change at this point only, not at this point. So whenever the input changes, okay, if the output changes instantly, then that circuit is known as asynchronous circuit. But in synchronous circuit, the output does not change instantly, rather its output changes at a certain time, that is known as a discrete instant of time. Okay, so let us suppose we will make the block diagram. This is a block diagram of sequential circuit. Whenever this input changes, its output changes. So what will be the difference between the block diagram of asynchronous and synchronous? Okay, and what will be the examples of synchronous circuits and asynchronous sequential circuit? Okay, so we'll see in the subsequent classes all these things. Okay, so today we'll see the difference only, so do not bother about it. We will see these things many times in the subsequent classes. Okay, so let us suppose this is synchronous circuit. Okay, as you told the sequential circuit, there is input. Okay, so input is here also, and there is a clock. This is different thing. This is different thing. This clock is not present in the asynchronous circuit. Okay, and this is, you can say here, let us suppose this is memory. Okay, so it may be like this, or you may say that the memory is nothing but the flip flop. So you can write the flip flop also, because flip flop is a synchronous sequential circuit, because it has a clock. So let us suppose this is the input and this is the output. Okay, so this is the output and it will come here. okay, to affect the output. But see, this output will depend only when the clock will allow to change the output. Okay, so we'll make, so this is asynchronous circuit and this is sequential circuit. So we'll make some waveform in both sides, then this will be very clear. Okay, so let us suppose there are two inputs. Let us suppose this is one input and this is another input, let us suppose. Okay, so this is another input, and let us suppose this is A and this is B. Okay, and let us suppose it outputs changes. Okay, when the rule of changing, let us suppose this is changes like at when this A and B and this is output, let us suppose this is, if this will be 0 1, output will be, this is output 0. If this is 1 0, output is, let us suppose 1. Okay, and if this is 0 0, okay, out, so 0 0, output will not change. Let us suppose it will remain in previous state, whatever it may be. Let us suppose this will remain in previous state, and if this is 0 and this is 1, its output is, let us suppose 0. If this is 1 0, its output is, let us suppose 1, and let us suppose if it is 1, it is also 1. So it will toggle out. If output will be 0 and then output become 1 and vice versa. So let us suppose this is toggle. We will see in the subsequent classes. This is JK flip-flop truth table. JK flip-flop truth table. Okay, so this is a sequential circuit. Okay, so let us suppose one JK flip-flop has this clock and another do not have the clock. So let us suppose this is your clock. Okay, so where we can draw the output. So let us suppose we will make the clock in the upper side so that we can, so this is your clock, let us suppose this is clock. Okay, and it is a positive edge triggered, so output may change here. Okay, here, here and here. This clock, here it is no need of clock, but I have just made it, and here it is a clock. Let us suppose this is your clock, and here it is two inputs are there. Okay, this is A, this is B, and this will be the output, and here it is a clock. Let us suppose this is a positive edge trigger, and see what happens. So in this case, okay, whenever the output will change, so see here it is 0 and here it is 1. B is 0, A is 1. So what will be the output in this case? 1 0 means output will be 1. Okay, output, here it is output, it is 1. Now here it has changed from 0 to 1, 0 to 1 and it become 1 and it also become 1. So 1 1. What will be the case? Toggling means if it was 0 it will become 1 and if it was 1 it become 0. So here at this point it is 1, so it will become 0. Output. Now see, so it is not depending upon this clock. Okay, so there is no any clock in this system. Okay, there is no any system clock, and its output will change whenever the input will change. Okay, that's very simple. So come here, come to this point. So this has become 0 here at this point. It has become 0 here. So its output has changed here now. Okay, so come here, and here at this point, here it became 0. This is 0 and this is now 1. So 0 1 means it will remain 0. Okay, so 0 come to this point. Okay, so output may change at here. Where will be the input will change? There will be a possibility of changing the output. Okay, so here it becomes 0 and it is also become 0. So at 0 0 its output does not changes, so it will remain like this. And here it is 0 and it is 1, so it is 1 0, so it will become high. Okay, come at this point. Here it is 1 and here it is 1. So when its input becomes 1 1, it gets toggled. It will become this. It was if it was previously 1, it becomes 0. And at this point, here it is 1, here it is 0. So at 1 0, its output is 1. Okay. So whenever the input has changed, output has changed accordingly. But see the case here. Here is the different case. Its output will not change whenever the input will change. Okay, its output is changed. This is 0 and this is 0. Okay, sorry, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1, and this is 0, this is 1. Okay, so its input is 0 1. Okay, so let us suppose its input is previous output was, let us suppose 0. Let us assume something, and or let us suppose its output was, so this is the case now, 1 0. Let us suppose, so this is your 1. So input was 1. Okay, and at this point clock has arrived. Then it will check what is the input. Okay, input is 0 1, so it will go down. Okay, so here it has now become 1 and it has become 0. So at this point input has changed, but output will not change, because output can change at this point only. Okay, output can change at this point only, at the positive edge. And okay, here input has changed, but this output will not change, and it will wait till the next clock has arrived. At this clock it will check the value. It will check the value what is the input. Okay, so what is the input here? At this point it is 1 and it is 0. So according to this value, this 1 and 0, it will change. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 0, it is 1. See, if it was not the case, if this changed here itself, okay, so what was the value? Here it is 1 and here it is 1. So in 1 1, from 0 to 1, from 0 to 1. It will change up at the clock edge input. Okay, so let us see. Here the input has changed. Okay, so this is 1 and 0. No, it will not change. So it will wait till the next clock pulse will arrive, and at this clock pulse, this is 0 and this is 1. So at 0 1 it becomes 0. Okay, so here its output has changed. Okay, it is 1 and it is 1. No, output will not change. Okay, in this circuit it must have gone here. Toggling condition would be there, but it will not change because it will change only at the clock pulse edge. So here it is C. Here it is output change possible is here only. So it is 0 and it is 1. So 1 0 it will go up. Okay. So see, its output is changing only at the edge. Okay. So look how smooth this curve is coming and how the curve of this circuit is coming. So this is in synchronous with this clock. Output of this circuit is changing synchronously with this positive edges of the clock, and here there is no synchronization. Whenever the input will change, its output will change, but in this case it will not happen. Okay, so what are the examples of the synchronous circuit and asynchronous circuit? Okay, so there are so many examples. Okay, so latches, LATCH, latches are also memory elements, but these are asynchronous. But flip-flop are the example of synchronous circuit. Here in counters also, if you will see the ripple counter, okay, it is not a synchronous circuit, but ring counter, Johnson counter, all these things are the synchronous circuit. So I will every time we will discuss these circuits, we will say that these circuits are asynchronous or synchronous. Okay, thank you for watching. Okay, if you have not subscribed it yet, okay, please subscribe it to get the latest and informative video. Thank you.